Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your weekly reading for May 13th to the 19th. This is for Gemini and Gemini rising. And as you can see, it's a very loaded week. We're going to just jump right into it. This is the week with the best and luckiest day of the year. Therefore, it is one of the best and luckiest weeks. You can see all these conjunctions. And before we even get there, remember, Venus is in its domicile in Taurus, and Mars is also the same. Mars is in its rulership in Aries as well. So these energies are really enriching your life right now. Venus in Taurus is so nice. It's all about comfort. It's the luxuries of life. It's feeling good. It's treating yourself without overindulging, because Venus in Taurus can be a little overindulgent, but it is like love drunk energy. It's love, relationships, it's money as well. More so with Venus, the planet which does rule money, being in her domicile in Taurus, which is the finance sign. So a lot of movement in that area that you could be feeling. Mars and Aries in your 11th house, your hopes and wishes and dreams. This is really powerful, like just ambitious energy. Go, 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 feeling driven. You're in your private jet. You're just blasting off. This is really nice. You probably feel really good moving into not only this week, but your birthday season soon. And then, as you know, Jupiter, the Sun, Venus, all moving into your sign after this week. But this week, you are definitely going to feel a big shift, okay? You're going to feel a big shift. You're going to feel a lot of activity. And it really does start way back, and well, I wouldn't say way back, but a month ago, April 20th, when we had the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in Taurus. Everyone was talking about this, something that didn't happen in 84 years. Now, what I want you to do is consider this just the beginning, because sure, Jupiter and Uranus have been slow dancing a little bit, right? They've been dancing behind the scenes, but they've been doing these big dips and, like whatever it is, right? And those are those conjunctions when it's just a little bit more active and you feel that charge about it. It's that, one thing in a dance that makes the crowd go wild. But now it's like the planets that are really, really, they're doing this standing ovation. They're also like moving you forward, making you feel good. It's really, really nice what's about to happen. Now, the reason I bring up April 20th, Jupiter, Uranus, the conjunction that happened there, is because, like I said, Jupiter and Uranus, they're still like, think of it just again as this really long dance that's happening that's actually moving into June as well. Yes, you're about to get some conjunctions in June in your sign, because all of these are happening in Taurus, but it's still Jupiter and Uranus and Venus. And so it's almost like this thread, but another analogy, I don't know if you saw the show, Three Body Problem. Something that came to mind was, remember that scene where they sent that spacecraft into space, and there were those nuclear reactors, those nuclear explosions that propelled the spacecraft forward. Every time it hit one of those nuclear explosions, it was like boom, boom, boom. Those are basically these conjunctions moving you forward. Okay, so just remember, pay attention to a lot that's happening now. Here's what's happening for you, Gemini. These conjunctions, all these powerful conjunctions that really started April 20th, are happening in your 12th house. And so it's really interesting. The 12th house is the subconscious, it's hidden things, it's private things, it's intuition, it's spirituality, it's healing. It's a lot of things that you can't actually physically see, right? Or just say, oh, you can pinpoint. And so it really is your intuition. It really is almost like you getting to a point where you are starting to really have these explosively empowering moments where you are facing your fears in a really big way, because that's also part of the 12th house. It's facing your fears. It's also self-sabotage energy lives in the 12th house, but it's almost like I'm done with this. I'm ready to go. I've had all, Jupiter in Taurus in my 12th house for a year. I'm ready. I'm ready to move in my birthday season. This no longer is controlling me. This is no longer is having this hold on me. You're just feeling so much more empowered, okay? Especially with, if you add the fact that Pluto moved into Aquarius, will be there for 20 years in your 9th house of spirituality as well. So it's this really big burst of confidence that's really happening for you that I really love. Now, with these conjunctions happening in your 12th house, all this activity happening in your 12th house, pay attention, okay? Even your dreams, all right? Pay attention to your dreams. They could be telling you things, but pay attention to all these things that are happening behind the scenes for you, even the small things, all right? And I say that because well, these Uranus conjunctions you may feel like you may see things happen right away, but a lot of this will be subtle and again, like behind the scenes, and it can be like deeply rooted things where it's empowering for you, but at the same time, it's moving you spiritually. It's so spiritually moving for you. The other thing is, when I say pay attention to the small things, think about seeds, okay? Seeds are tiny, right? Seeds are really small, but they germinate and they blossom and they grow into these big, huge, beautiful things. And that's what's happening for you with every conjunction, okay? Now, the big thing for this, and then you see that we have the 2 Uranus conjunctions. Uranus is all about breakthrough, surprises. It's the disruptor. It is, rebellious energy, that game-changing energy, even just change-making. I mean, Uranus really can bring surprising moments in your life. And again, it can be a lot of these intuitive moments that you have that are really going to resonate with you. But let's get to it. So Monday, we have the Sun conjuncting Uranus. This is absolutely amazing. It's happening in Taurus. So again, there could be something that's happening behind the scenes that you're just like, wow, you could have this burst of intuition about something that you need to do, something that, listening to your inner voice, just really trusting your intuition now. And you have a buildup of planets. You see Mercury's moving into Taurus as well. So that's 5 planets in Taurus. Really pay attention to what's happening this week. Really be in touch with your intuition. And listen, everybody has intuition. Everybody has intuition. We all use intuition, but you may be a little bit deeper. You may, with all these planets in your 12th house, you may be really connected in a way that we haven't seen since, Patricia Arquette played that medium in that show. It's been a long time. Now, on May 13th, Sun conjuncting Uranus. Yes, you could get surprising news around this time. You could have your own personal breakthrough. There could be something that happens for you here. Remember, there's that sense of freedom with Uranus, that breakthrough, and I absolutely love this for you. Now, same day, the Sun conjuncting Uranus, Venus will sextile Saturn. If you saw your monthly forecast, this is a big deal. It's coming after the Sun sextiling Saturn. You're feeling really good now, all right? When it comes to career, y'all have had some big career moments, and now get ready to see some big changes, okay? And when I say moments, a lot of stress. Y'all have been going through some very, very, not so easy career moments, but now they're starting to, everything's aligning for you. Everything's feeling a lot sturdier, even with Saturn there, right? Saturn in Pisces in your 10th house of career, public recognition, fame, honors, achievements. And so this is just such a beautiful aspect. It's this long-term commitment energy. And you could, again, feel some activity or momentum with money as well. Remember, Venus is money. It's also love and relationships. So that could be something for you as well. Really thinking about this, it really is just ultimately commitment energy. It's that long lasting, enduring. It is like true love too, if you are here for love and relationships, but there is something about this where it's seeking that a sense of security and the things that you value. I really love this Venus sextiling Saturn. And so it is, I wouldn't be surprised if some of y'all have recently started your own business, maybe started a side hustle, or maybe even thinking about it, or, even if you are in a profession, and you really, really want to just go to the next level. I mean, I feel like there's something here for you. It is a good time to start business too, or to, really imagine the business that you're setting up for yourself for the future. Now, on Wednesday, Mercury moves into Taurus officially. So again, this is when I want you to pay attention for the next week. What's happening for you? Okay, intuitively, subconsciously, there's something there. And again, there could be a big relief. Or release and sigh of relief for you around this time. Mercury moving into Taurus is very logic oriented. It's very practical. It's very pragmatic. And it is, it is like telling it like it is. It is what it is. Saying what you got to say and meaning it, and not holding back. But and Mercury's going to be in Taurus all month, okay? But just this week, really pay attention because that's a lot of buildup in your 12th house. Okay. So again, I feel like there's this, even for you, this fearless energy that's coming through. And it's because you are becoming more understanding of yourself intuitively and spiritually, which is very, very, very nice, really amazing. On Friday, Mercury will square Pluto. So this is the only square, that's happening. We just had Venus squaring Pluto. Now Mercury squaring Pluto. Mercury is a planet of communication, logic, thinking. You would know because Mercury is your ruling planet. So this may, have, big impact on you. Just remember, with these squares, they're a little challenging. And when it comes to communication, just be mindful of the conversations that you're going to have and the things that you are saying, because there could be some kind of buildup here, where you may want to say something that you just maybe in the moment, just a little intense, but you could really mean it. And then later it's like, no, probably shouldn't have said that. Just be cool. It's, you're going to communicate for sure. I want you to communicate as much as you can this week. But with all these things that are happening, but it is going to be a time where someone could even be very power. I mean, we're talking about Pluto here, right? So, and Mercury squaring Pluto is for the collective. So it could be other people that it feels power trippy, and they may say something and that rubs you the wrong way. So just be cool. Just be cool. Know that you are just about to have the luckiest day of the year happen the day after. And so you don't want to move into that day with any kind of energy. Just be like, I'm going to let karma take care of this should anything happen, right? The other thing is, it is Mercury. So there is a set, you could even have this really deep, really going deep in terms of thinking about your future, or introspective thinking, and it could actually for y'all be a little bit deeper than more science, because again, Mercury, your ruling planet, it is your 12th house. You've got Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. So it's not, it's two fixed signs here, Mercury in Taurus, Pluto in Aquarius. And so it's a little bit of wiggle room, but use that time to go deep and reflect if you need to. All right. And I'm only harping on this because Mercury is your ruling planet. And so you definitely will feel a shift around this time, especially if you feel stuck in a certain way of thinking. Okay. Or definitely go deep, to feel that shift. Now, we get to Saturday, May 18th, best day of the year, the luckiest day of the year. We've got the Jupiter Kazibi here. That's absolutely amazing. What makes it more amazing, as I explained in your monthly forecast, is that Venus will square Uranus that same day. So you've got these 4 planets in Taurus in these major conjunctions. And Venus squaring Uranus, again, Venus is love, relationships, money, creativity, beauty as well. It's conjuncting Uranus, a planet of surprises and breakthroughs. And so there could be something here where, hey, I always say this is a sliding doors moment. If you're single, you can meet your soulmate. If you're looking for something where there's even just clearing of blockages for you, there's just something that could be happening behind the scenes as well. I just want you to pay attention. That's all I want you to do, is pay attention to what happens on this day. What seeds even if you don't plant them, what seeds may be planting behind the seeds, and you can smell the roses. You can smell them blossoming, a day later, 2 days later, a week later. Think about what your heart desires around this time too. And always take action. I always say it. You always want to take action for the things that you want. Now, you are not imagining things, Gemini. It is the next day. I had to stop your reading because it was getting really late, and there was getting a lot of noise here in Brooklyn at that hour. So where was I? I was at the on Sunday, the Sun sextiling Neptune. Really great day. Now you're gonna feel this more next week. This is on Sunday, May 19th. You're gonna feel it more next week because next week we have Venus sextiling Neptune, Jupiter sextiling Neptune. It's kind of like a package deal, but this is really, really nice. This is, Neptune is imagination, it's creativity, it's spirituality, it's dreams. Pay attention to your dreams, but this is really like turbocharged compassion. This is very, very nice. Now, if you are, well, you're Geminis, you're all creative types. I was going to say, if you're a creative type, y'all are all so creative. This is that day where you could just feel a burst of creativity in terms of things that you're doing. Remember, Neptune is in Pisces in your 10th house. So a lot of it could be career related. It could be even just having these, imaginative ideas, especially if you work in the arts in some capacity. You could just feel this drive around this time. It is just very, very, very moving. And even if you're not, it's just a great day to go see, go to a museum, go to the theater, go to a gallery, go to, just be inspired visually. It is such a great feel good day. Really beautiful energy where you could feel just very spiritually moved as well. And it is again something that you'll feel more next week, but it's a great way to end the week, and I really love it. And there's such a visual aspect to this that I love, that it's a great time to do a vision board if you've never done a vision board, or even if you have, maybe in the past. It is a great time. You may just even feel inspired or compelled to do one. But anyway, it's really, really exciting. Really, really love that energy. And you'll see, everything underlined here in red are all those conjunctions. But I want you to pay attention to the blue asterisks where, hey, these indicate these are once a year aspects, or aspects that are only happening this year. So this is how rare this week is, with the best and luckiest day of 2024 in this week as well. And then with Mercury moving into Taurus, that's 5 planets in Taurus. Pay attention to those little things. Pay attention to those little things, like plant seeds, okay? Seeds. Again, they're tiny, but they germinate, they grow and blossom into these big, beautiful things. That's what's happening for you, especially as we move into your birthday season next week, along with Venus moving into your sign next week, along with Jupiter moving into your sign next week, setting you up for an amazing, oh my, you're just wait. Things are gonna be great. And even if you want to consider Mars in Aries, Venus in Taurus, those aren't happening. This is the last time they're happening this year. Mars hasn't been in Aries in 2 years. So just everything together, it's just this. Oh my goodness, the cosmic weather is very exciting and very rare. It is a one-of-a-kind type of week. So with that said, Gemini, let's get to it. Let's see what's going on for you for May 13th to the 19th. Again, this is for Gemini and Gemini rising. If you want to read for your moon or your Venus, if you know those placements in your chart, you are absolutely welcome to. If you want more insight in those areas of your life. So Gemini, let's do it. Let's get started. See what's going on for you May 13th to the 19th, Gemini. Now, I do a traditional call to cross spread. Really does offer the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will. Gemini, I hope y'all are well. I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. Very excited for you. Woo, moving into this wow year. Wow. There's a lot happening here. It's so interesting. It's kind of, it echoes your last week's reading, but in a very, very different way. And a lot of y'all may be a little bit, I feel like there could be something here that's happening that could be very, very interesting for you when it comes to partnerships and relationships, or even this sense of, let me get started. You got the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. So you got the 3 of Pentacles. This is great. It seems like a lot of y'all have moved into a place where you may be working with other people. You may be working with people. This card is all about teamwork. It's all about working with others. It's bonding with others for success. Okay. Especially career wise, it is Pentacles, but it could be like side hustle. It could be, even, Pentacles are your physical reality. So working with others to just make something happen, that's really nice and moving you forward. But again, there's a sense of something new. Okay. Now you also got the 10 of Cups in the heart of your spread. Hello. Wow. Wow. A lot of y'all going to feel that in terms of career. Like I said, this card is actually attributed to Pisces. And so, yeah, there you go with Saturn and Pisces. That's been there for a while. Career, okay, career energy, but there could be this sense of fulfillment, something that you're wanting that's happening. Okay, this is a card of total enjoyment. So even if you're not here for career, hey, this is just, again, it's, enlightenment, okay? Total enlightenment. This is happy everything. This is, you see the happy couple, the happy family, the happy kids, dancing. I mean, this is happy everything, okay? So there is this sense of you moving into this place where you could be feeling this energy. These are, even the cups and the rainbow, right? The only rainbow in tarot indicating this promising future. So I really love this for you. So you could really, really feel that this week, especially because there's going to be so much spiritual activity and movement for y'all this week. Now, you have the Knight of Cups in your challenge area. So that's what I'm talking about, that partnerships, relationships that I'm picking up with, but definitely career related could be a thing because Knight of Cups is Pisces, and then you have the Ten of Cups here, which I said is Pisces. So you have this Pisces energy in the heart of your spread, but we're not done there. You got the moon in your crown. The moon in tarot is attributed to Pisces. So you have all this Pisces energy. So career has been a big thing for you. You have been thinking about career. There's been a lot of ups and downs. Saturn is a planet of hard knocks, right? Saturn is that planet that's been there and, had some, major aspects that were just like, in the past year or so. So definitely it could be on your mind, okay? It could be on your mind. A lot of y'all could be thinking of doing something really big, maybe making a big change, maybe finding yourself in like the next step, era of your life or whatnot. But definitely with the Knight of Cups in your challenge area, just don't lose interest. Just, don't feel uninspired. Just don't feel that, again, trust your intuition moving forward. Knight of Cups is very intuitive. He is one of the most intuitive. He's actually the most intuitive knight, right? So, but it is all about being emotionally fulfilled. But it seems like there's someone else involved, okay, with the Knight of Cups in your challenge area. So that might be someone that you're thinking of doing something with that is like, no, okay, this is a week I got to really think about this. Is this the right person to do a partnership with if I want to start, this journey or this, entrepreneur energy with, all this Aries energy, maybe starting your own business. Think about that, okay? Think about that. But I don't want you to feel uninspired, okay? Remember, you did get the Knight of Cups in your final outcome last week, right? So it still could be like a continuation with what's happening next, a lot from last week, but just spend time trusting yourself and feeling emotionally moved and feeling spiritually moved as well. And when I say that, just trust your intuition. Just listen to your inner voice. Listen, we all have intuition. We all have intuition. Every human being has intuition. It's a matter of really connecting with it that makes that big difference. Now, I say that because you do have the moon in your crown. Now, this is definitely saying that there may be something that you are really, really, really spending a lot of time thinking about, and it could be something that is creating a little bit of stress, a little bit of just anxiety, like in terms of which way am I moving forward. Let me bring you a little bit more comfort again by saying Jupiter, the Sun, Venus, all moving into your sign next week. But that is a big shift, right? That is a big shift. Leaving Taurus and Gemini is so different, right? So it's definitely a different energy, but it's your energy, Gemini. It's your energy. So if there are any fears that you have to face, do it this week. Don't bring that into your, cycle, your cycle that we're about to move into, right? Here's the thing. The moon is also, the fact that you have all these planets in your 12th house, which, is not only intuition and the subconscious and hidden things, it is also self-sabotage, okay? It's also facing your fears. That's what happens when the moon comes up in your crown. It is time to address that. If you feel that you're self-sabotaging yourself in some way or telling yourself, I'm not good enough for this or whatnot, you are. You are. You have to believe it. You have the 10 of Cups in the heart of your spread. Oh my goodness, all these beautiful things that are happening for you. So really leave those things in the past. Leave those things in the past. Uh, but don't like abandon it, right? Like don't throw anything out your window while you're on the highway. Keep it in the passenger seat, look at it, talk to it, do that work. Anything that you're fearing, anything that you may feel that you're fearing, it's time to really conquer it now. Okay. And it is going to be a lot of introspection with Pluto in, retrograde in Aquarius as well. Remember, in your ninth house of spirituality. So giving you this chance to really, really take on anything that you may be like, oh, I don't know. Like, really, now is the time to really face those things, because change is a coming. Change is a coming. All right. So you have the 10 of Cups with a 10 of, the Wheel of Fortune, which is card 10. 1 0 equals 1. New beginning. This is a card of not only like luck and fate, but faith. Okay. Having faith in yourself on this new journey that you're about to go through. And it is going to happen this week. You are going to feel a shift this week with the Wheel of Fortune in the root of your spread. Very, very, very nice. The Wheel of Fortune is attributed to Jupiter, by the way, all right? So you are definitely moving in this new direction. Just be grateful for the things that you have in your life, okay? Do that shadow work if you need to. Do it this week. Again, you don't want to bring that energy into this new chapter where the sun, we're moving into your birthday season. We're moving into, Jupiter is moving into your sign. Venus is moving into your sign. The planet of love, relationships, money, creativity, all that great stuff. Now, you have the 4 of Cups in your future, okay? Here's the thing. There may be something that does come through that you're just not happy with, or you're just like or meh. That's that energy with the 4 Cups. But it is a card of just opening up your heart and loving the things that are happening for you and appreciating the things that are happening for you, even if they're things that you don't want. Again, like I say this all the time, you're not going to take a baseball bat and like bash your entire apartment apart. No, you're going to have that moment, sit there and be like, well, that wasn't meant for me. I'm glad that didn't happen, because there's something now that I know is coming my way. Okay. So this card is really just testing your gratitude is what it is. And it's really interesting here. Again, it's just, I'm going to do some clarifiers for you, Gemini. That's how much I love it. But let's do some clarifiers. You got the Hierophant, really great. This is amazing. So again, when you have that moment of gratitude and just appreciating things, even the little things, okay? Again, like even the little things, the fact that it's really just shifting that your emotional, vibrational frequencies to the point where you're vibrating at a high frequency. But even like the fact that you have a roof over your head, right? The fact that Netflix exists, just appreciating those things, right? Appreciating everything, whatever you do, right? Whatever you do, Gemini, but you have the Hierophant. So you're going to be fine when you raise that gratitude. I mean, the Hierophant, such a spiritual card. All right. I'm not surprised that the Hierophant shows up in your spread. This is, again, I feel like you did get it last week. The Hierophant, definitely a sense of leadership here, a sense of someone who is very compelling, a sense where people look up to the Hierophant. It's the first card in the Major Arcana where other people appear. You see the 2 monks at his feet, but this is someone full of wisdom, that deep sacred knowledge, and someone who is definitely is very, very in touch with his intuition. And interestingly enough, the Hierophant is Taurus, okay? And so remember, you've got 5 planets in your 12th house of like intuition and spirituality, so not surprised. And then I'm going to do another one for you. Yeah, there's your world is going to change, your life is going to change. This is the week to face any fear that you may have, anything that's holding you back, and really push forward. Okay, I know that's easier said than done. So just recognizing those things, right? Or even, I said in your monthly forecast, now is the time to do that introspection and identify anything that has been challenging or has been hard for you, okay? And really work with those energies so you can move forward. I mean, you just got the World clarifying the Moon, so you got the World here as well as the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, you see that once you first of all, have that self-love, okay? that's a big message. Once you have that self-love, that everything kind of falls into place, but also just raising your gratitude, like really, thinking about like the laws of attraction, attracting the things that you want. Okay. But you're going to be absolutely great. Just right. Okay. You got the message. You got the message. Now, Gemini, let's get to your stuff. Oh my goodness, Gemini, y'all are amazing. If you like this reading, by the way, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, talk to me, tell me what's going on. Tell me what's going on. This is a big shift. You know that, right? This is a really big shift. The world, the end of the major arcanas. Okay, so this you in your crown after the moon. Why is this even bigger? If you're here for career, the world attributed to Saturn. Saturn is in Pisces. Okay, so a lot of y'all may be thinking about career or your profession or things like that. But again, remember, it is like also leadership, and you got the Hierophant. But anyway, let's get to your stuff, y'all. Okay, and there you go. You got you. Such an interesting spread, okay? Because remember, you did get the Tower in your future. Now it's just saying that, you may even be still feeling it this week, like the repercussions of that, if anything should have happened or did happen, or, honestly, it really is like that burn it down, build it up energy. Okay. Burn it down, build it up. It really is. That is the biggest thing coming through. And it really has to do with something that is maybe even like a future, like a dream of yours, like a hope, because remember, the Tower attributed to Mars, right? Mars is in Aries in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams. So there is something there where I feel that it's really acknowledging something that needs to just, even if you have to like boom, 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 like let it go, like we're gonna leave this in the past. I'm gonna burn this down and build this up in the way that like it's what is it, like the phoenix rising from the ashes type of energy. And you have the Page of Wands and your external factors area, so definitely something new is coming through. There's your affirmation there. Page of Wands, you see the pyramids in the background. I call them resurrection machines, okay? Very transformative energy with the page here. And the page is a messenger, so you could be getting a message that you're seeking, a message that comes through about your passions. It's the wands here, something that makes you feel that drive. And it's like, oh, I love this, and I'm so excited this came through. But if you're stuck in these, not, where you feel that uninspired, you may even miss those messages, but they could even, again, like I said, come through intuitively. So really trusting your intuition. Now, 8 of Cups, okay? So very, very, very interesting here, because you've got the world attributed to Saturn, you have the moon attributed to Pisces. Now you got the card attributed to Saturn and Pisces. A lot of y'all want to leave careers. That may be what's coming up on your mind. A lot of y'all may want to leave something that is a profession, try something new, do something new, start your own business. That could be the thing that's just like you're, stressing about or thinking about, but even like over analyzing. But you see that once you move past your fears, doors open in the biggest way here. You see that, right? It's clear as day. And then justice, your final outcome, you're going to be fine. Justice will be served. You're going to cash in your karma points. Everything's going to work out the way that you had wanted. But you've got to take that action. Remember, you always have to take the action for, everything in your life. And justice is just, you're good. You're absolutely good. This is, and also I'm going to point out what's also really interesting is justice has come. If you're a cross watcher, watch for, like your rising or your moon or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your, mom or dad or kids or whatever. Justice has been coming up in a lot of other spreads, but this is really great because highly associated with karma. And so you work with that. But again, I'm getting more of like everything that you deserve is coming through, and you can't tell yourself like, I don't deserve this, or why am I doing this? Or, like you're good. You're good. Okay. Gemini. Now you see the sword pointed straight to the sky. Okay. So the judge holds the scale, brings that balance.
using that sword to cut anything you don't need from your life now. Okay, this is true perception. So again, when I say recognizing things, facing your truths, this is the week to do it, and leave those things in the past that you no longer need. Okay, now you also see the two gray columns here as well. So with a similar to the Hierophant. So a lot of wisdom that comes through this week. So Gemini, wow, you are definitely. Do you want another? How much time do we have? I'll do another one. I'll do one more. I'll do a final outcome. You're good. You're fine. Yeah, I mean, Six of Pentacles. You're good. You have all these changes that are happening and all this potential changes. If you can get in a place where you believe that everything's going to be great for you, you have the Page of Wands in your external factors area. You have the Six of Pentacles, which is all about generosity, gratitude, sharing, but also like that wealth. All right. If you've been seeking that wealth, it's coming, especially with the Justice card here. Remember that fairness, right? That fairness, that justice being served, that balance. Okay. And if you're in a place where, you want to contribute or you want to donate, yeah, this is, there's that balance. So I'm going to show you something that's really, really crazy here. But before I do that, just know that Pentacles are money and wealth, right? So that could be a big thing for you now. But it's also your physical reality. So sharing, like generosity, like by sharing, like when I say wealth, like wealth in, feeling that wealth in like career, okay, feeling that wealth in family, feeling that wealth in home. But it is even you spreading your kindness and your wealth, your generosity in ways that are just very powerful with the Hierophant here in your future as well. But what I was going to show you is that in your final outcome, you got the only two people in all of tarot who hold this scale in their hand. That's balance. Everything is going to just balance out for you in this karmic way. Like I said, Wheel of Fortune, I don't know if I said it, Wheel of Fortune is highly associated with karma as well. So working with your karma, it's just, you're going to be fine. You're going to be absolutely fine in this way that everything's, like, again, justice being served for you. Really just taking action, though. Like I said, use that sword to cut anything that is just maybe taking up too much headspace, or anything that, again, any fears that you have to face. You just don't want to bring that energy moving into your year, your big year. But you're good. You're good. Things are happening for you, Gemini. Y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for tuning in. Next week is the big week. Yep, it is the big week when we move into your birthday season. And then Jupiter moving into yours. Anyway, lots happening next week. Thanks so much, Gemini. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.